So, good afternoon. Today is Friday, August August 20th, 2021. Let me wish each of you at the beginning a very happy, safe, peaceful upcoming weekend. My so where do I go? My heart is heavy today. It's just I have so many lids open in my life right now. And reality sucks because I can't close any of them. They it's all open. It's all painful. It needs more planning or no more fine tuning or more something. And I'm 75 and I swear to God I'm struggling right now. I don't understand what's happening out there in the world once I leave my house. There is no great good customer service. There's no great good follow through of anything that asks you to move outside of your house and integrate into systems that you're not really familiar with, haven't studied, took them off the fly, took with their work, their whatever they were trying to um, chokehold me with just off the fly, did not even investigate. And so now I find myself in just a whole bunch of painful lids that are opening right now. And so I'm trying to be nice today and move on. It's difficult. Let me just say that we need to really think about getting Mitch McConnell out of the Senate. The next time he's up for an election, he doesn't need to go there. Not again. I mean, I'm, oh my God, I'm so full of this man, these people. I don't know what to do. And I got 9 pages of thoughts today. And like I said, with me being 75, I can open a lid, not just in these conversational lids with you guys, and really lose myself because most of the stuff is it's full of such bullshit. And I have never, ever been really good at handling bullshit. So let me just put some things out there that have been on my mind that I've had to deal with in but then just my last long podcast, I guess, was day before yesterday. So we need to keep our eye on the following bills. And the first is the House of Representatives Bill 1280. That is the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act of 2021. We need to start calling our folk and letting them know that we would like this bill to be passed. And then don't forget the John Lewis Voter Registration Advancement Act. And you got the House of Representatives Bill 35. That is the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill. Yes, they can still lynch us out there. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. So, House of Republicans, House of Representatives Bill 35 is the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act. It was passed in the Congress, but Justin Amash, Amash, remember that name. Thomas Massie, Massie, remember that name. Ted Yoho, Yoho, remember that name. and Louie Gohmert, Gohmert. Remember these four names because these four people were in Congress and they voted against the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act. Okay? This bill went to the Senate and it is Senate Bill 3178. And in the Senate, it is called the Justice for Victims of Lynching Act of 2018. This act, huh, while it was passed by the Congress, House Bill 35, the Senate bill has not been passed. You know why? Because on the day that Senate Bill 3178 came up for a vote, was the same day that we were putting George Floyd in the ground. It was his funeral. So no one was in the Senate to vote for this bill except that god awful Rand, Rand, Paul, Paul. So this is how it has not passed the Senate because of the negative vote by Rand Paul. Mr. Paul needs to be gone the next time he's up for anything. Jesus Christ. Now, Rand Paul has voted against the Justice for Victims of Lynching Act 2018, and he's voted against the getting vaccinated. Yes. So that's just one thing that just has me just ooh really pissed off today. The other thing is these segregation academies that are in Texas and all the southern states that want to have them. These are where white folk are taking their money out of public schools and created segregated academies which are only good for their white children. They're everywhere in this. Oh my God. I'm so frustrated right now. But there are a lot of them in Texas and there are a lot of them in southern states. We're going to have to do something, get on the ball, get some action moving, get some people listening and hearing. We have to do better. I dare you keep having these things exist for for white folk only? Jesus, come on. You ought to get up and look in your mirror every day and understand you're not gonna be it ain't about you no more. You weren't good when you call yourself in control. You haven't been nice. You don't know how to be nice. Mm, mm, mm. Since after the 2020, November 2020 elections coming, there have been 361 voter suppression or voter restrictive bills in 47 states. Now, don't get me started on these voter suppression bills because, frankly, you used me. You used black folk. You used brown folk. You used minorities to win this fucking election. Yes. You know, yes. Right now I'm having to do double duty. I'm picking up on a phone. I hope that's not bothering you guys while I'm trying to get this done. But yeah, there have been 361 voter suppression or voter restrictive bills in 47 states since Donald Trump lost capital L, capital O, capital S, capital T, the election in November of 2020. Okay? Jesus Christ. Congress is 77% white and it is 73% male. Don't get me started. Don't 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 have me coming unglued right now. Mm. Because since 2005, 16,000 black men and women have been killed by police, with only 8 police out of these 16,000 being convicted. Okay? My God. Mm, Jesus Christ. The NRA is filing for bankruptcy. What the fuck? Mm. So in Houston, you can be driving your car on a freeway, and at any given day, you will see some white person in an armored car with their armor out on the car with Texas license plates. Yes, these are people that can run around in their transportation with their ammunition in your visible to you. Okay? I just need that to just soak in for a minute. I dare you keep doing these things. And yeah. I know. I know you want us to come back and look at this thing called voting, and why I tell you, I've given a list within, I know, the last 4 podcasts. I'll probably repeat it on tomorrow because I'm too distracted today to be efficient. However, and I'm trying to breathe. But this thing called voting, and we have 361 voter suppression or voter restrictive bills have been passed in 47 states. And you know there are only 50 states in America, right? I thought you know that. And number 2, which I hate to say, but as with reference to January 6th and the insurrection of January 6th, I just need you to go know that 55% of white women supported this insurrection. 55%. So when I'm looking at these 71 million people that voted for Trump, 55% of you all are white women. Or the way I've really begun to look at voting, and this is just me, and you don't even have to go with me. Just open your mind and see where it takes you. So, the United States was founded in 1776. White women got the right to vote in 1921. Black women did not get the right to vote until 1968. That is a 44-year difference. That means that white women that voted in the 1921 election were not looking at the health and welfare of all people. My God. The other thing that's so horrible about it is that when voting first started, women did not get the right to vote until 1921. But black men and white men got the right to vote way earlier. Yeah, they did. When white men wanted the right to vote, they created laws, and the only way they got the laws to pass, they excluded women. Yeah, they did. But the way they made it really, really good, they got the black men and the white men to vote together to discriminate against the black woman and the white woman. Oh, let me reframe it. So then when you had the white men wanting the right to vote, and they really, really, really wanted it, and they needed the numbers, they included the black man. And even though he was a slave, SLAVE, they were still given the right to vote with white men. Okay? So then voting did not even come to women until 1921. And it was white women in 1921. And so from 1921 to 1968, all this minutia has been out there. You've had the mm, you've had the opportunity to correct voting rights. And now you tell me I got to come up with John Lewis and his Voting Rights Advancement Act. Ooh, ooh, Jesus. I almost said some nasty words right there. I dare you keep coming to me and asking me to vote. And when I do and help you win an election, you do nothing to improve the material conditions of my communities. You've done nothing. You've done nothing since 1921 to help people of color, women of color. We were here. Shit. We, in my first, when I was reading off a paper, in my first one, two, three, maybe 4 or 5 podcasts, I read that during slavery, from the 70s to 19, who do you think raised your children? Who do you think breastfed your children? It wasn't you. You white women would put your clothes on, take your dog for a walk, and pick up your dog's shit while you left your babies to be breastfed by black women in your house, taking care of your house, preparing all your meals. So you've had from 1921 to 1968 to improve the conditions of my community. And you did nothing. But then you asked me in 2020 to come. Oh, Stacey Abrams. Oh, I love her. But I dare you ask me to come out and vote, and I did. I got your asses over the hump. And I'm breathing deeply in. 71% Trump supporters, 78% people of understanding trying to come together to create change. We voted. We made it happen. And now you come up with 361 voter suppression laws, voter restrictive bills in 47 states. There are only 50 fucking states. Who do you think you are, white folk? Oh, oh my God. Let me just say, we're either going to love you into compliance, or you're going to have to understand, hey, your women are not having babies. So the only way you're going to even be able to get in the game to play is that you start treating women across the board a whole bunch better. Because I'm 75 and I'm sick of you. I'm 75 to understand that. I gotta get my computer right now because I'm 75 and Mitch McConnell has been in he's been in Congress for 41 fucking years. Shit. done nothing but got 160 lifetime judges. Voted with Trump on everything that was restrictive. You act like, oh, Jesus Christ. Every time you ask us to vote with you women, you have done nothing to uplift all women. You have sucked in with your men and made it only comfortable for yourself. Oh my God. And I've been looking at you, asking you to change, praying for you to change. You haven't. You've gotten worse. You know the Marjorie Taylor Greens, you know who you are. The Laura Ingrams, you know who you are. You oh my Jesus, you know who you are. And you're being ugly right now. So, you can lynch me anytime you get ready. Okay. And then you are looking at my rap lyrics, and you're criminalizing some rappers because you don't like what their lyrics say. You have the nerve to be putting us in jail. What the fuck? I thought free speech worked for everybody. You know, I see how y'all doing it now. But let me tell you something, white folk, we getting tired of you. You tricky, dickies motherfuckers. Oh my God, I have so many lids open today. And each one of these lids is all about racism. And like I've been saying for the last couple, there is no such thing as nice racism. It strangles you. There's no way to work your way out of racism. Nothing. And until we come together to work together, there will not be any progress for those of us that do not call ourselves white. Because right now, the only thing that's working right now is that you're white. And you have all of your systems in place to protect you. And I feel sorry for all of these white folks that I see struggling right now. North Carolina, yeah, it was the flood, but it flooded in your goddamn communities. You know why? Because the majority of you all are nasty. And even God sends signs. And you're not paying him any attention, but step by step, one way or the other, we're going to come together to work on some shit. My God, I'm so sick of you. I am so sick of how you have just you've sucked the life out of me. I'm saying you sucked the life out of me because I have allowed you to have too much room in my headspace. I played your game too long and I lost. I know you don't be mad about you don't want me to be mad about it. And I am trying to correct my spirit because there is so much crap going on. Howsomever, comma, women, mm, 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 black women, brown women, poor, no, black women, brown women, women of color, then poor white women, and you know who you are. I saw you in North Carolina. Hell, mm, I've seen your trip. Oh my God. If the 71 million of you all that voted for Donald Trump think you're living a Donald Trump lifestyle, take a look in your mirror. Shit, you're struggling. And you have your oh my God, these white men are just driving me nuts. You get your hands off my body. And you do not control my mind. And I do not give you permission to govern me at all. I am a grown ass woman, 75 years old, and you don't have the right to speak or govern for me. I do not give you consent. You need to keep your hands off of me. You need to just stay out of my body and stay out of my life and quit trying to create laws that are only good for you. You oh, Jesus Christ. Mm, 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 mm. So now we can't even speak of families the way we did in the 1940s and 50s. Most of us, and Emily Oster, Oster, put the book out there, and it's called The Family Firm. Families aren't even families anymore. They are firms. They are systems. Families are now systems, just like marriage is now a political system. We don't get married for love. We don't get married for religion. It is a system. The Family Firm by Austin talks about a system of families. And systems have attitudes. They have disciplines. They have habits. And they, most of the time, are not kind. I talk all the time about Francis Cress Welsing. These systems are in economics. The system is in entertainment. The system is in education. Just look at the South. We still have segregated academies that roll, that only service white children. And then you have those kids that are lucky to go to a Penn State or State Penn. And most of our schools that are in minority communities, our children are going to detention centers, juvenile centers, and just tracking their ways into the penal system. Come on, people. Come on, America. We got to do better. There is a system to law. Why can't we get the George Floyd done? Why can't, oh, Jesus, why can't we get Emmett Till lynching done, anti-lynching done? Why can't we get John Lewis the Voting Rights Achievement Act? Why can't we get Senate bills that protect me from being lynched? My God, what the fuck? Oh, I'm so, ooh, ooh. And then don't make me start going through my list of people that have not served us. And anybody that's been in Congress or been in the Senate for 34 more years does not deserve not another year to be anywhere when it's time for them to run again. You know why? Because out of all this bullshit, from white women being given the right to vote in 1921, why the hell do I still have all these ugly ass bills? Why the hell do I have all these crime bills? And you getting mad at my rappers because you don't like their lyrics? And you're getting mad at my girls because you don't like the way they're dressed? but you keep putting your foot on my neck. I'm so tired of you, I don't know what to do. So I'm trying to breathe in, learn how to take another step. I'll probably be ranting more tomorrow because I'm in a rage right now. I'm just trying to breathe in on this rage. It's really, really bad today. Because I didn't get, ooh, shit. There's a system to labor. And right now we're in the process. Look, those that are coming through COVID, yes, those that are coming through COVID and have been able to manage our lives through COVID and create other possibilities for us, we're going to have to take another look at this thing called labor because it is we women. We're still at the bottom of this rung, this ring. We are still responsible for child care, child upkeep, probably most generally in single uh, households, lots of children, no husbands, just out here willy nilly trying to make it work. Because we didn't ask the right questions before we got married. Found him so cute. Found him so, oh, car so hot. Did not ask right questions, proper questions. So we can create an environment where I can stay with somebody for 60 years. And that's hard work too. But now we have an opportunity to get these companies that are employed. We have an opportunity to get these wages up as we move back toward the world of work. We need to tell the system of labor how much we know we are worth. And now you're going to have, just like Reverend Barbara said, you're going to now have to pay us because now we're looking and we're adding. And unlike Trump, we understand that 2 plus 2 is 4. It's been that all goddamn day. And it's not going to change. There is no such thing as 2 plus 2 equals 5. And so my folk that lost you 71 million that lost the election, you lost. LOST. Get over it. Do better next time. But now we need to get back to getting this country running again. Labor has its systems. So now no. We can all come down and leverage how much we're worth. Get us get us up to $15 an hour. And women, we have to join forces now to make this happen. From 1921 to 1968, you had 44 years to improve the material conditions on people that are non-white. You did not. Now we are rising up. Get the fuck over it. Shit. And I'm sorry, that is HR4. Oh my God. I had to figure out what HR meant. It means the House of Representatives. So therefore is the John Lewis Voter Rights Advancement Act. Okay, got you. Their HR 1280 is the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act of 2021. The HR 35 is the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act in the 116th Congress. And then there is Senate Bill 3178, that is Justice for Victims of Lynching Act 2018. So I almost called you something ugly, but you folks are still trying to hang me. Come on now. You still support the Second Amendment. You carry your guns in open. You make me look at you. Come on. What the fuck? Jesus. And then don't start talking about Boston. Because Boston has a dog that will just tear you up because it's a robot. It's a robot. ROBOT dog whose head is a battering ram. It will hurt you. Not only that, their warehouses in police folks, they're now in Boston, they're being managed by robots in their warehouse, cleaning and inspection. Yes, they're using them. Yes, and Amazon is paying a $3,000 signing bonus for anyone that wants to work in the warehouse with robots. So this is our last shot at getting labor and the system of labor up as we individuals engage in this labor market. We need to get our wages up to $15 an hour. Bottom line, it's so much shit going on. And oh my God, I just, when I see white folk that are struggling or that are on the streets really, really homeless like me, I don't understand how you blow a 400-year advantage. White privilege, it's always having a spot for you. I don't understand how you blow it. But okay, all right, okay, you deserve a shot too. But look, politics is a system. It's choking us right now. It's a system. Religion is a system. Yeah, it's a system because the Jesse Duplantis, Kenneth Copelands, the Bill Hagays, the Matthew Hagays, the Ed Youngs, the Joel Osteens, the T.D. Jakes, the Creflo Dollars. These are poverty pimps. They're giving you I don't want to say a weird look, but they're not giving you the truth of what religion is supposed to be about. It's a system where they're going to keep the money coming to them and are not sharing with you. God. And then your Bill Gates and your Jeff Bezos just whew, having mega companies doing mega disservice to most of their people. The only person that are important right now are you folk that consider yourself white. And I'm going to ask you to get another mindset because there are 331 million of us now living in this 245-year democracy. And we have 50 states masquerading as one democracy. So there's some things we just, we need to rethink. From 1921 to 1968, when white women were voting and black women couldn't, you're responsible for these food insecurities. You're responsible for these housing insecurities, all this legislation, these bills that you got passed from 1921 to 1960 that have negatively impacted most women and their families' lives. You're responsible for these economic insecurities. You're responsible for these transportation insecurities. You're responsible for these educational insecurities. And you are responsible for these labor insecurities. So now, women, since the white folk don't want to get it together, there are more women. If we could just all join forces and come to a reality that's going to uplift everybody, I think we may be able to work our way. I don't know. But I know we women are going to have to begin to give a shit. We're going to have to begin to know our worth. And I hear all that, oh yeah, yeah, when life is so hard, we grow. Yeah, when life is hard, we grow. But our human kindness is needed right now. So I'm asking that we daily get up, utilizing our 86,400 seconds in a positive light. So we're going to breathe. We will pray. We will play. We will rest. We will repeat when necessary. And we're going to need to have to find our own way. Women, it's a charge to keep we must have. We collectively must put our big girl panties on, and we must consider joining forces. Wishing each of you all an awesome weekend. I'll probably be rambling more tomorrow because I have more written that I didn't even talk about. But I got a lot off my chest today. So, and I thank you for listening, although you may not have heard this as of yet. Wishing you an awesome weekend. Be safe. Get vaccinated. Protect your families. Live in human kindness. Share your human kindness. Just share what it's like to be human and to be kind. Yours in liberty. Until next time.